Hello and welcome to my video presentation on my analysis of the Tough Guys Violence Media and Crisis in Masculinity video. And for this video, the two concepts that I chose from our readings from the whole chapter are the double consciousness and looking glass self. Both of these concepts do run parallel to each other, so I thought that it would be quite an easy comparison throughout the whole entire video. And throughout the video, you can see that these two concepts do actually play into a major role in this video and the concepts behind the video. Now, double consciousness is the extreme version of looking glass self. It is your sense of identity. You're aware of the majority identity, but you are looking at yourself perceived of what the majority is looking at you, knowing that any misstep is perceived as a stereotype. You're hyper aware of yourself and you're pressured to be extra good in going through your self and your self identity. And looking glass self is that people develop their self sense of self based on how others perceive them. Now, in the film, we see that it clearly illustrates that boys and young men from a early on age are told to be real men and what it means to be a real man. And it means that you have to be strong and intimidating and tough. And this is what a society expects from men. And I personally have felt this in my own personal life growing up as well. And if you don't live up to these standards, a lot of the times men will be subject to name calling and harassment from other men that say fit that cookie cutter shape. And as a man, it is expected if you to act this way because society imposes in our minds at such a young age into thinking that we have to fit this narrative of being masculine, tough, and a strong, ideal man. Men learn this from media at the young age, as we can see from throughout the documentary. It does depict a lot of TV shows and media movies from a young age, showing children that men have to be masculine and tough figures in people's lives. And what that has done is has created this mental image inside of people with the glass self mindset and concept of thinking that society needs to view you this certain way and that you must act this certain way or you are don't fit the societal norms. Now, also, how it plays into the double consciousness is you may feel that you don't ideally align ideology with maybe the social norms of masculinity, and say you might view certain things a little differently or go about certain things differently than what the traditional man is presented to be. And so this double consciousness makes you feel like you are almost living in two separate realities, of which you have to fit the societal norms, but you also want to fit your own ideologies and your own ideas of how you should react to certain situations and conduct yourselves. And so that is my analysis of the film and my presentation on the Tough Guys Violence Media and Crisis in Masculinity. Thank you.